Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Here's the starting group for Houston. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at center. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Williams. But we know this should be a heated battle down low. Both teams pride themselves on rebounding.
And we know rebounding is one of the key factors, along with turnovers, field goal percentage, and free throws in terms of determining the outcome of a game. So we'll keep an eye on the rebounding battle in this one, because that is the strength of both of these teams.
Ball with the bucket.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
KD looking around. And the layup is good.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game, because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Shot by Eason, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Simply brushing off the contact, Williams staying focused on the business at hand.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was third in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the two guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And here's Miller following the three from Kevin Durant.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
To the middle, Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Knipple. Pass to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Durant missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Knipple slams it in.
Well, that's an emphatic message from Knipple, letting everyone know he's arrived.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in. And it's Miles Bridges in for Williams. The Rockets also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Tari Eason. Stolen. Here's Thompson. Plays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he fluidly moves up the floor, easily demonstrating great athleticism. But man, Thompson, impressive.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
1:32 left in the first quarter. And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded them.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Houston. Basket good.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Hornets. McNeely's checked in for Knipple. James comes in for Miller. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. Houston also making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. And here's White following Fred VanVleet's three. Back to White. Pass to Diabate. They set the pick. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call.
Şengün's checked in for Houston. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Jeff Green.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
It's trailed by 3. VanVleet looking around. To the left wing. Finney Smith passes to VanVleet. High, arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. VanVleet's got his second bucket of the night. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Hornets lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
They've got Kobe White. Miles Bridges is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's James. And it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. VanVleet makes good on the step-back jumper. VanVleet's got his third bucket of the night.
It's a shot some guys don't like, but VanVleet gets it dialed in.
White dishes to Bridges. Bridges a screen on Şengün. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Such a shrewd player. VanVleet knows how to support and complete the fast break.
Here's White. And White slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Kevin Durant in for Josh Okogie. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Ball kicks to Bridges. There's a good screen. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Bridges. Ball's got 12 in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's VanVleet. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ball. And it's Houston with another.
Great work by VanVleet. So good at carving out space on the interior.
To the wing right side. Ball kicks to Bridges. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Green with a screen for Durant. Outside, Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. White looking around. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to White. And it's Ball in the corner. There's the screen over Şengün. Again, the Hornets score. Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome. Well, you got to do a lot more than this to stop Bridges. I mean, when he's got momentum behind him, he runs right through the defense.
Miller against KD. Green to the post. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ball up top, covered by Van Vliet. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Jeff Green. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepard. It's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Adams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Pass to Salong. Makes it off the glass. Salong's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Hornets.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And the shot goes in.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Outside, White. Here's Ball. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Tari Eason is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's KD in at the small forward position.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Hornets leading by 4. Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. There's the 3. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
All showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Here's Eason. Nothing on the board. Durant. Şengün trying to free himself up. A nice shot by KD.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Williams, and Charlotte turns it over again. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you, Kev.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Outside, KD. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot up. Got a hand on it. Ball against KD. Misses the 3. Rockets trailed by 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Durant going to work inside.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Outside, Ball. In the corner, Kneppel with it. Back to Ball. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And Şengün throws it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün, getting himself way up there?
Down low. Here's Diabate. Out to Miller. Inside. A shot off that time. Smith with the defensive effort. They get a hand on it. To the paint. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Height and good floor vision make Thompson an effective playmaker.
Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Goes up on the wing. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Eason passes to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Ball. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one in.
Clark, when you think of 3-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
And the Rockets making a change here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. The Rockets with another miss. Bridges outside. Here's White. Out to Bridges. They set the pick to the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And here's White following Fred VanVleet's 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. James, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Hornets on top, up 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. McNeely out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Green. Then it's Miller. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Charlotte.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Shepard, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Shepard's got himself on the board with 3 there. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Diabate. It's rebounded by Houston. Tate with the ball. Pass to VanVleet. Here's Shepard. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Shepard's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Houston. Ball against VanVleet. The shot. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he lives on it. It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. Tari Eason's jacked in for Shepard. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Now Eason. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to, make every possession count.
Williams outside. Knueppel with it. Durant's there. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Strong work inside by Knueppel, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Durant fires. Durant drains it from distance.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Here's Ball. Launches it. It's good.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Şengün. Great pursuit. Got the second chance bucket.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Now here's Williams. Williams sets a screen for Knippel. Steps back. Miller. And that one is good.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Ball penetrating, and he banks the layup in.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Lucky.
Durant, and it's denied. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for Charlotte.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Known for his hard-nosed defense, Williams loves to get involved on offense, too.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. And that one is good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Thompson. Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for Charlotte.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 8. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Smith knocks down the three. LaMelo. Smith there for the rebound. Easton. The three is off. Ball. It falls! And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.